Hi, my cozy friends! Today I stopped by two different HomeGoods stores to see what fall treasures I could find. Let's take a look. And we're starting with home decor. I was immediately drawn to this pumpkin. It looks so whimsical and beautifully detailed, and $30 feels like a fair price for a piece like this. This is a completely different take on fall decor. It's much more elegant, and I've been seeing pumpkins like these for the past couple of years. Some are embellished with crystals, while others have a simpler metal design, but they all share the same timeless look. And of course, I couldn't leave these velvet pumpkins out. They always stand out with their rich texture, and I especially love these deep jewel tones. They are also surprisingly lightweight. I actually thought this was a light-up pumpkin at first, but it's just beautiful amber glass, and it catches the light so nicely. I think this is such a sweet idea. If it said 2020, I'd probably get one myself. Right next to it is this gorgeous gold pumpkin. It comes in a few different colors, but this gold version is definitely my favorite. This one almost looks like someone splattered paint across the glass. It's such a fun and vibrant design. These are probably some of my favorite pumpkins in the whole collection. I love everything about them. The soft, understated colors, the glazed leaves, and the beautifully detailed stems. There is just something so timeless about them. These are probably the cutest candle holders I've seen in a while, and honestly, I don't think they have to be just for fall. I could easily see them staying out all year long. This lantern has such an elegant look, I can't help but picture it on a front porch. I think it would look especially beautiful there. This one has such a warm, cozy feel. I love the combination of natural wood and brass accents. It instantly makes me think of a classic farmhouse. If you love darker fall decor, these candle holders are definitely worth a look. I love the softly uneven base. It's a subtle detail, but it gives them so much character. The glass ones are lovely, but I think these have a little more personality. That bow is such a charming detail, and they are even more affordable too. These lanterns are absolutely massive. They have a bit of a Moroccan feel to them. They'd make such a statement on a front porch or even inside if you have the space. This vase immediately caught my attention. The rounded handles make it feel so playful, and I was pleasantly surprised by the $25 price tag. This piece is much heavier than it looks on camera. The wavy edges are still everywhere this season, and I've been seeing them on all kinds of vases and decorative bowls lately. I've been noticing more and more dark decor every time I visit HomeGoods. It feels like closer we get to fall, the moodier everything becomes. This bowl would be my pick from this display. It feels incredibly solid, and I can picture it filled with all kinds of seasonal accents. This vase has such a lovely earthy look. I think just a couple of fall stems would be enough to complete it. I've never actually seen suitcases at HomeGoods before. The green and orange make such a great fall combination. I honestly expected them to feel a bit flimsy, but they were surprisingly well made. They feel sturdy enough to use for real storage, not just as decor. I'd be tempted to take both home. Speaking of storage, HomeGoods still has plenty of trunks. They just seem to sell out really quickly. Almost every time I visit, I spot a different one. So if you find one you really love, I wouldn't wait too long. Up until now, I'd mostly seen them in lighter summer colors, so it was nice to find these in a richer fall palette. Now this is an unexpected find. I like how they've turned a classic game into something you'd actually want to display. The floral pattern is absolutely beautiful. You have no idea how big this basket is. It could easily hold a couple of pillows and a few throw blankets. It looks soft, but it actually holds its shape really well. This frame actually reminds me of one I saw in Michael's fall collection earlier this season, just in a much smaller size. The Dinnerware section is filling up with fall arrivals too. This collection feels like classic American fall. It has that warm country cottage charm with hand-painted pumpkins, soft cream-colored pottery, and those slightly distressed edges that make everything feel a little more lived in. It also reminds me of the Tuscan-inspired style that was so popular for years, with rich pumpkin tones and earthy colors that never really go out of style. It's definitely not the modern farmhouse look that's everywhere these days. Instead, it feels warm, traditional, and full of character. I can easily picture a whole Thanksgiving table set with pieces like these. And this container is probably my favorite piece from the whole collection. It doesn't feel like something that's only meant to sit on a shelf. It feels warm and made to be used every day. This bowl is pretty much the opposite of the collection we just looked at. I love this rich burnt orange color. I'm not quite sure if it's a serving bowl or a baking dish though. This feels much more like Thanksgiving. I like how understated it is. There is nothing overly decorative about it. Sometimes less really is more. And of course, no fall collection would be complete without a pumpkin butter dish. I'm still not sure how I feel about the checkered pattern, but so far it's the only fall cutting board I've come across here. It's meant for baking brie, but I have a feeling I'd end up using it for all sorts of other recipes too. The same goes for this little baking dish. I love those tiny pumpkins. They're such a sweet detail. I spotted these little spoons in a fall pattern. I actually saw the same ones earlier this year in patriotic colors, and I still kind of regret not buying them. I have a feeling we'll be seeing these in other seasonal designs too. I always love finding pretty salad service. They're probably the easiest thing to swap out with the seasons or even just your mood. This is one of the prettiest tiered stands I've seen at HomeGoods. For around $30, I actually think it's a really good find, especially for the size. I've been seeing more and more gold trays at HomeGoods lately. It actually makes perfect sense. Gold always feels right for fall. I'm not even surprised to find another one with a scalloped edge. I actually like this one even more. And we're slowly making our way to the porch decor. How cute is this? It's actually in the pet section, but I think it'd be adorable on a front porch or even indoors. And here's another version with a different pop. I'd probably go with this one. That little beanie is just too cute. And of course I found a squirrel for the porch. It just feels like a classic fall decoration. And the woven texture gives it such a cozy seasonal look. I actually stood here for a while trying to decide if I should take it home. If you have kids, I think you'll understand. It feels more like a little toy than just a decoration. Okay, last figurine, I promise. I just couldn't get over the details. And I definitely wasn't expecting to find it in the middle of the Halloween decor. I don't think I've ever seen these many hanging baskets at HomeGoods. Is it the same at your store? There are so many to choose from, and for around $13 seems like they're a great deal, especially for the size. They'd be perfect for styling your porch or home with faux fall stems, pumpkins, pine cones, or even a cozy throw, you name it. This arrangement is absolutely gorgeous. These colors are so pretty. It's definitely on the pricier side at around $100, especially since it isn't really touch, but I still think it's beautiful. My eye immediately went to these floral arrangements. Honestly, I think the vase does half the work. It makes the whole arrangement look much more expensive than it is. And of course there are the wreaths. There are so many beautiful ones, but this one really stood out to me. It's the biggest and fullest wreath on the display. I love the oversized pine cones and pomegranates. It has such a classic fall look. I've already been seeing plenty of faux flowers and arrangements for fall. There are so many different styles to choose from, but I'll save those for another day. I hope you enjoyed today's little escape. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.